team, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with McCollum, and it's Daniels in at the three, the small forward. And the basket by McCollum.
And throughout his career, McCollum has always been a high-volume three-point shooter. And there you see why, the consistency.
Now here's Towns. His last outing, 16 points for him. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Alexander Walker. His last outing, 16 points for him. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series, as you'd expect.
Well, for them, this was a favorable matchup. These teams were really in different places last year.
Pass to McCollum. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. McCollum's got 5 now.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
You know, Jim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team. Still trying to find their rhythm offensively. Just 1 for 4 so far.
Alexander Walker passes to Daniels. And they pick up 2.
And as a scorer, Daniels can really work inside with that size.
Brunson surveying the D. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, he needed that bucket to show there isn't a lid on there.
The Hawks leading by 3. Outside Daniels. And it's McCollum in the corner. Daniels sets a screen for McCollum. Back to Daniels. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Hart.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Daniels against Anunoby. Here's Hart. The kick out to Towns. Clock is at 3. Can't tie it up as that one misses. To the middle. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Towns has one of the best three-point strokes of any big man in the league.
Outside Daniel. Okongwu with a screen on Brunson. And the basket by McCollum.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Now here's Brunson. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he's in close like that.
Johnson with a screen on Brunson. Here's McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Anunoby, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 3-point lead. here's Okongwu. No scoring in this one. The Hawks again can't hit. New York has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Now, Alexander Walker. After Jalen Brunson missed it on that last three-pointer. Daniels, no good. Knicks trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. New York shooting 33% here in the first quarter. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Alvarado passes to Shamet. For the 3. Shot clock reset for the Knicks. And that one good from Clarkson.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket.
Vincent the pass to Landale. Pass to Rizachet. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 3. Shamet the pass to Clarkson. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Shamet. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hawks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here's Rizachet. Nothing on the board. Just 5 to shoot. The tray. Landale buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it.
It's a tie game in New York. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, when you get a second chance opportunity here or there, it starts to add up.
They've got Landry Shamet. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Clarkson in at the 2 guard. They're the group. New York will start the second. McCollum outside. To the right side. Kuminga, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Shamet the pass to Alvarado. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gisbert kicks to McCollum. No good from outside. New York has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 1.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Clarkson, defended by Kispert, and it's good for 2.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
To the paint, here's Landale.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. A different look for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And a change for the Hawks. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Kispert. Anunoby finds Brunson. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. New York moving it around. Second chance shot. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
Pass to McCollum. Johnson with a screen on Brunson. McCollum, no good.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Towns against Johnson. Towns dishes to Bridges. And here's Brunson outside. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
McCollum, no good.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Bridges misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
McCollum passes to Landale. Makes it off the glass. Landale's got 6.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Back to Brunson. The shot, no good. Good D by McCollum. Out to the wing. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, Kuminga will look for any opportunity to throw it down.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Bridges, no one around him. And the Knicks miss again. The Hawks leading by 3. McCollum up top. Brunson covering. Pass to Landale. Ricochet. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Anunoby. The three-pointer, no good. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against Atlanta. Kuminga. Good. Nice job down low. Kuminga's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks. So, Tim, when you look at what wins in this NBA, many say the heyday of the super team has come and gone. Why is that?
Well, I believe the new collective bargaining agreement has made it awfully difficult for teams to pay 3 stars and also fill out their roster with complementary role players.
So what's the answer? How do teams build?
I think the answer Oklahoma City has captured. You have to have great chemistry, certainly a star at the top, and then guys that understand the pecking order of that team. I think that's how you get it done and build around defense.
Great example. The Knicks making a switch here. Hart's checked in.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Hart outside. Back to Brunson. Three-pointer. The shot misses.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Anunoby finds Bridges. And Anunoby now top of the key. From downtown, Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Alexander Walker. A A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 7, and the shot is good. Brunson's got 9.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Outside, Kuminga. 56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The Knicks shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Pass to Bridges. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
And his team really being impacted by the fact that nothing is falling for him right now.
Back to Alexander Walker. A 3 ball. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Anunoby, good.
And the defense made it difficult, but he refused to be denied.
From deep three-point territory. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks ahead. They lead by 3. Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Checking out New York. I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they've still got to prove it.
Yeah, hi. And we return our attention to tonight's featured game as the Knicks had a closely contested first half.
Even teams that have great...
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Atlanta leading by 3. On the court right now for the Hawks. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. C.J. McCollum out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the 3 spot.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Well, it's nice to get a layup that can get your offense flowing.
Okongwu is now starting, Tim, and coming off the bench his first handful of seasons, I think got him ready for this role he's in right now.
He has been a good defender from day one, but his offensive game now starting to show some growth. He's stretching his shooting range, and he is showing you some growth as a playmaker as well.
Daniels finds Okongwu. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's McCollum. Johnson sends the screen for McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
There's the triple. Hart, that's good.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
And here's McCollum. He's got 8. A floater. Kicks it out to Johnson. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. And Okongwu slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Alexander Walker. Yep, it counts. Now it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Towns for 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Johnson outside. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Anunoby. Johnson from outside. Bridges with the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Hart
outside. Clock at 6. Towns kicks to Hart. On deep, Brunson. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got his 7th rebound here tonight. McCollum passes to Okongwu. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And McCollum with the layup. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Towns. Drains it from beyond the arc. Towns has got 11.
On the catch and shoot there, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
Here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Towns against Okongwu. Out to Bridges. From past the arc. He goes up again. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Towns.
And you have to account for Towns on the backboard. He is too big to miss.
Pass to Daniel. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Alexander Walker. And that one hits back iron. And here's Brunson. They'll bring it up for the Knicks. Bridges outside. Hart outside. Kept alive by New York. Bridges kicks to Brunson. For the tie, goes back up. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got rebound number 8 now on the night. Johnson outside. Okongwu a screen. Johnson can't get it to go. The Knicks have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. In last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing. Man, that was impressive. Johnson can flat out fly.
Knicks trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Towns wide open. New York, no good that time either. Hawks have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And that one's good. Daniels. And the Hawks lead by 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Mikal Bridges.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, the Knicks. Number 5, the Hawks.
You know, both of these clubs forced a lot of turnovers and also converted offensively off of them. Very impressive.
And New York making a change here. Accordy's checked in. Fields checked in for the Hawks. Here's Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clarkson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Kispert. Again, the Hawks score.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Clarkson outside. 50 seconds left in the third. Shoots from the line. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Hawks leading by 8. Pass to Hield. Kuminga sets a screen for Hield. Fires for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Shamet the pass to Clarkson. There's the 3. He can't hit that time. And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Landry Shamet is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Robinson, and it's Alvarado in at the point guard. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
Alvarado passes to Clarkson. Now Alvarado. New York needs to get off a shot. Shamet, rebounded by the Hawks. Kuminga's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Rizichet. He's covered by Shamet, and it's Rizichet missing.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Nice job by Clarkson moving the ball there. His coaches would like to see a little more of that.
Pass to McCollum. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. A special move before the shot.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Towns for 3. And it's Rizichet with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 6. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Landale. He's defended by Alvarado.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Now here's Towns. Misses from close range. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Kispert banked in off the glass. And now an 8-point Hawks lead.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. A different look for New York. OG Anunoby's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Johnson's checked in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And that one is good.
Well, it looked like the defense was there for the challenge, but C.J. McCollum showing you his ability to fight through that.
Here's Brunson. Brunson bullies his way inside.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Here's Landale. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Landale's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Hawks. Brunson against McCollum. Clarkson for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Kuminga finds Rizichet. Kuminga screen on Clarkson. Here's Rizichet. He's covered by Clarkson, and the shot is good from Johnson.
Wow, through that contact. That is a really nice play by Johnson.
Anunoby outside. Bridges sets the screen for Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 10-point game. Towns outside. And he banks the layup in.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Knicks making a change here. Hart's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Daniels comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Reza Shea. Johnson outside. Misses the three. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 8-point game. Brunson being aggressive.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Okongwu up top. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Bridges. Johnson sets the screen for Daniel. McCollum. He's off from three.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Now Towns. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Now, Alexander Walker. It's off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Brunson fires. No good from three.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
On the wing, Anunoby. He's covered by Daniels. Hard outside. For three. McCollum there for the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
They've led by as much as 10. McCollum outside. Three. Good.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Brunson against McCollum. It's in!
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Jalen Brunson. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, making all of their free throws right now, it's a great way to extend the lead.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Bridges. McCollum outside. And so it's Atlanta with the W. They seem to relish their role as the...
All right, thanks, guys.